Oh my god. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing our April wrap up and our May TBR. We're gonna try and film this entire video in the next 30 minutes and we're gonna see how it goes, you know? So let's go through all our things and talk about the books that we read. So the first 4 books that you guys got to watch me read in a reading vlog I put out was the entire Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Naturals, the first book, was actually on my April TBR as the one-word prompt that I kind of cheated on. So after putting that on my TBR, I knew this was going to be one of the books that I picked up pretty soon after I actually put it on my TBR. And ultimately decided that, you know what, why don't I just read the whole series? These were amazing. So I'm going to go over my ratings for each book really fast with you guys. I'm not going to give you too much detail because there's an entire video that I made about them. So if you want to get more on my feelings and my thoughts and everything, go watch that video. But for now, I'm just going to give you guys my star ratings for these because they're in a vlog. So Naturals for me was a 4. Killer Instinct was a 4.5. All In was a 4.75. And Bad Blood was a 5-star, and the little novella at the end, 12, was a 4-star. Following those 4 books, I actually jumped into another reading vlog for you guys, and that's where I read 3 new releases that just came out in the month of April all together. So again, 3 more books that are all in a video, so I'm not going to give you guys too much of my thoughts on these because I made an entire video about it. So if you want to know more about each of my thoughts on all of these 3 books, you can go watch that video, but for now I'm just going to give you my star rating, and that's going to be it. So, first up, we read the rule book. I gave the rule book a 4 stars. This was actually really good. I tabbed it a little bit at the end. It was a great time. Next, Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. 5 stars. If I could give this 6 stars, I would give this 6 stars. But since I cannot give it 6 stars, it's just a 5. But in my heart, it's a 6-star read. I love this book. Last up from that video is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. This is one of my most anticipated reads of the year because Elsie Silver is one of my #1 authors of all time. And I gave this a 4.5. It was very good. So yeah, if you want more thoughts on the last 7 books that I just spoke about, go watch those videos. I'll have them linked in the iCards and down below for you guys to go check out. They're very good vlogs. I had a wonderful time reading all of those books. So next we have What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walters. This is another TBR book that we put on our TBR this month. This was the author's last name that starts with a W, right? I don't know. This was actually a really fun, very good palate cleanser read for me. I really enjoyed this book. I only gave it a 3.5 stars because when I originally finished it, I was kind of feeling a little unsatisfied with the ending. I feel like they could have done a better job really wrapping it up nicely for us and giving us a bit of an epilogue to their life in college. But I still really enjoyed this book. It was very good. I would highly recommend this as a palate cleanser. If you're reading a lot of really big, really emotional books, this would be good if you just need something to kind of smooth your brain back out, I guess, and just be a fun, giggly time. This was really fun, and I laughed and enjoyed. So, there's that one. The last and final book that we read in the month of April was Love in Other Words by Christina Lauren. I finally read this book. This has been on my TBR for, I can't even tell you how long. This was for the 2 authors prompt because Christina Lauren is a pen name between 2 friends that are named Christina, and then the other girl's name is Lauren. Didn't know that. Fun fact. Didn't even know that it was 2 people. I thought it was just 1 person with a really cool name. I don't know. This is a fan favorite. I think I've heard more things about how amazing this book is than I've heard about any other book from really any other author. So going into this, I was really skeptical if I was actually going to like it as much as everybody on the internet says they love it. Ultimately, I ended up settling on a 4-star rating for Love in Other Words. It was really good. I just felt, again, a little unsatisfied. I felt like it was made out on TikTok and YouTube to be this epic love story. It was amazing and just it was all these things, right? And I felt a little just underwhelmed. It wasn't as crazy and epic as everybody makes it out to be. I will say the love story is very cute, very lovely. I do think there are a couple plot holes that I feel like needed to be filled, but I did thoroughly enjoy. 4 stars. Guys, when I tell you that this month has been the most insane reading month for me, I'm not even exaggerating. Because this month, I read 10 books. That is so crazy. 10. I read 10 books. If you count the novella 12. If you don't count the novella 12, then I read 9. But I count the novella. So that means I've read 10 books this month. That has to be a record month for me. I don't think I've ever read 10 books in a month. Like, that is so crazy to me. Okay, guys, there is my April wrap up. I am so proud of myself for reading so many books. Hopefully it goes up from here and we can just keep getting through our physical TBR because, guys, I read 3 books off of our 5-book TBR. So after last month's like TBR card website thing was really fun, I decided to find another like different TBR prompt generator sort of thing. So I found this wheel spin one that has, I don't even know how many prompts on it. A lot. As you can see, it has a lot. So we're together going to pick out, I'm going to go with 6. 5 was pretty good. Let's try for 6. I read 10 books this month, but majority were not on my TBR. So we're going to try to keep it still on the lower end, but we're just going to go 1 book up. I'm determined to eventually read my entire TBR one of these months. So we're going to try really hard, guys, okay? Let's try it and see what our first prompt is going to be. Ready? We're spinning. I'm nervous. Sci-fi. I don't think I have any books on my TBR that are sci-fi, guys. Next, number 2 is gonna be... I'm so nervous. I get to pick. Oh, so fun. Number 3. Okay, LGBTQ plus representation. Number 4. A random number. Ooh. Okay, second to last, number 5. Dystopian. Okay. Okay, last one, guys. You ready? Number 6. Let's see what it's gonna be. A recommended book. Okay. We're going to spin 1 extra spin and see if we want to replace one of the ones we already got with this. If not, we could just skip it. But if we get a good one, maybe we'll want to. Let's see. Ready? A short story collection. I don't have one of those. We're going to try again. Trying again. I want like a color. Recent purchase. I think I'm gonna replace the sci-fi book. Okay, let's go through it really fast and then we're gonna go find the books on our TBR. So number 1 is now my pick. I get to pick a book to put on the TBR. Very exciting. Number 2 is an LGBTQ plus representation book. Number 3 is a random number. Number 4 is a dystopian. Number 5 is a recommended book. And number 6 is a recently purchased book. Let's get a random number. We're gonna do between 1 and... Okay, we're gonna do 1 through 27 because that's what's on my TBR shelf, like the shelf I have behind me. So we're gonna just do that, okay? Ready, set, go. Number 8. Okay, there's our random number. Let's do this thing, guys. Let me back you up a little bit. And I'm gonna find my books, okay? You stay there. Okay guys, I'm back. Here's my TBR, everybody. Let's go through the books and what prompts I go with and all that jazz. Let's do it really fast. I got like a couple minutes left of my lunch. So first up, my pick. I picked Wildfire. The third one, Daydream, I believe comes out in June. So I want to read Wildfire so that I'm ready to read Daydream when that comes out next month. That's the sole purpose of this book being on the TBR. Number 2, LGBTQ plus book. We chose The Lucky List by Rachel Lippincott. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. That's just what I'm going with. It's a YA FF romance, and it looks really cute. Next up, we have a random number, and on my TBR shelf here, which is now falling over, this was number 8 on our list. This is Judy Blume's Forever. This is like a really short little book. I think that's about a relationship in jeopardy. I guess it's like about them not knowing if they're in love or not, like trying to figure out if they're like meant to be together. Next we have a dystopian, and I picked Shatter Me. I'm actually 100 pages into this book. I actually DNF'd this book like 3 months ago. I tried and unsuccessfully read it. So we're going to try again this month because I really want to read this series. I've heard a lot of really good things about it, and I really want to give it my try. I just think I wasn't in the mood for it. So we're going to try this month, see how it goes. Okay. Number 5 is a recommended book. So I picked Cruel Prince by Holly Black. This book has been recommended to me like 1,000 times. I feel like every TikTok I watch ends up saying something about this book, and a lot of my booktubers that I watch all the time, they love this book and have read the whole like trilogy and say it's really good. So again, another book kind of similar to Love in Other Words, where like it's a really popular book that I just haven't got around to reading yet. And so if I put it on my TBR, then maybe I'll read it. So there's that. Okay, our last and final, which is our recently purchased book prompt, I picked The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. I bought this in my Monday night vlog, if you guys watched that. I bought a couple books in that video, and one of them being The Paris Apartment. So I'm really excited. I am trying to branch out into different genres of reading, and this is a thriller mystery, I guess. Anyways, I've heard really good things about it, and it was pink. So there's that. Anyways, there is my TBR for you guys. I will definitely be updating you guys at the end of the month if we read any of these. I definitely know at least I'm planning on reading Wildfire. This is the only one so far I am like dead set I'm reading this, because I want to have it read before the next one comes out in June. I will update you guys on how reading is going throughout the month and all of my other videos. So without further ado, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe down below, and put those post notifications on so you get a notification the next time I post. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!